Hello, everyone. It is I, Beats. And here with me is Bradley. And I don't know if, is this the first time? I think this is the first time I'm actually using my AEE borders. Just for the giggles of it.
Nice.
So, that's fun. But yeah, here we are. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna do a play test, and if anyone has any questions while we're playing, feel free to ask. Trying to see if the music's too loud. Maybe turn it down just a smidge. Okay. Yeah, I don't know who I want to play. Are you playing Humanity?
Sure.
That's what you had. You looked through all of them, so
Yeah,
I'm not sure if that's what you decided.
that is true.
Picking.
I did pick this, yes.
Okay.
I felt like it seemed nice.
Part of me wants to, like, try Devotion again, but I have the feeling that the problem with Devotion is, like, you need to get blue cards. I think I'm feeling Devotion, Altruism, or Destruction. I guess I'll randomly pick between those. Oh, I guess I'm going Devotion. Just potentially giving us a, you know, a handicap or whatever. Or an inverse handicap? How does that work? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I don't play golf.
Sandbag.
Do we want to just go against Null just as a baseline again, as per usual? I don't think.
Sure, let's do it.
Okay. Yo, Squishica, thank you for
I am Squishica, just subscribed with Prime. 2 months old. 2
months old. Look at that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it for the Prime sub. Right, I gotta draw 5 cards, huh? How are you today, Squishica? I've got... Okay, right. 5 cards and then 2 cards for my turn.
True.
Ooh, Divination. Put 3 cards in big. I mean, I feel like early on. Prime ribeye sub. True. Soup or chill?
True.
Very good.
True.
True that. Honestly, maybe just... I guess a mountain and... I'm wondering how much the just double land strat, and then just try to get... Actually, wait, no, I have a mountain. This is interesting. Okay, I gotta play to altruism. I'm gonna play a mountain or a devotion. That's what altruism. All right, here's what we're doing. Here's the plan. First, throw this unit icon or indicator across the map. Second, we go to unit phase. I get 1, 1, and 1. Now, this is the case where actually just leaving my units on my god is better. Unless a Blight Might shows up. So I guess we're just going to do... Actually, yeah, this works perfectly. Thunder! Kitten, what are you doing? Okay, sorry. Just, like, heard a loud noise. I'm like, what the heck? Good day to playtest. It is. It sure is, Thunder. I think that's my turn. I don't think I'm doing anything too crazy. I think that's it.
Beautiful.
How's your day today, Thunder? How are the chickens? Doing well. Good. Good. I'm glad. You see this cat behind me? Just hanging out on her on the couch. Just a lazy day, and they're awesome. Just about to do the last chicken pen expansion. Nice. Heck yeah. That's what we like to hear.
Okay.
So
I believe that is my turn.
cool. We got Priest of the Purifying Light, 3 units on him. Desert. And that's his god. Cool. All right. As per usual, we draw 3 cards. A forest, which again, these come in deactivated now, officially. A shard brute, which is not great for turn 1. And a void rift, also not great. But we'll see. And then 2 endlings. Shard brute. This is actually
No.
it's really not good. It's you, isn't it? Yeah. Attack strongest. Any excess damage will be carried over to the next available card in the attack order, which hits. It literally kills.
I guess you're.
Cards, doesn't it?
No, it would kill your druid.
No, but attack strongest first, right? It's in the next in the attack order. It's basically the way it works is it passes through. So
Oh.
it'd hit
In the attack order.
Yeah, maybe it should be reworded.
Sounds like. Yeah, in the attack order, sounds like it would just overflow to the next strongest hero.
Okay, yeah. And this, the way as intended, it's through things like that. I will consider rewording that then.
Yeah.
Shard brute.
Okay, that really sucks.
It really is. Consider rewording. Yeah, I gotta figure out a simplified way, because like part of me was like, oh, just say like overflow, but we don't really know. That's oh yeah, and then I get attacked for. Oh,
Can you promote me or delete these 2 things?
Oops. No. Sorry. Just trying to dox myself. Don't mind me. Why is this not working? Oh, because I'm clicking the wrong button. Promote. Yes. There we go. Okay, and then I get hit. My druid's just dead. Yeah. Right. It's okay. Everything's fine. Void Rift does nothing. This thing becomes active on its next turn. So, back to me, I suppose. I do have my mountain active, which is something. The card of your choice is disabled until the end of next turn if we kill the shard root. Gotcha. Well, that was almost a complete wipe of all our stuff. I draw 2 cards. I did get a banish from existence. That might honestly be the play, just to throw that out right away. Honestly, I'm just going full land strat right now. And then I'm just gonna throw out banish from existence and just get rid of the shard brute. Disable the card of your choice until the end of next turn. Oh wait. Well, I guess regardless that's gonna happen, so I guess I'm gonna... Actually, I'm technically gonna wait on that until the end of the turn. We're gonna use my turtle. Right, we gain 1 unit here. Oh, so this is why I couldn't sleep, says Maximus. Welcome in, Maximus. We are happy to have you here. Yeah, we're doing some AE stuff, because why not? 1, 2, minus that, kill the endling. My swamp gets a unit. Then I play this. Then I disable... Sadly I disable my swamp, as annoying as that is. Kill the shard brute. I disable that. That is my turn. I suppose that maybe that may have been a mistake. I don't know. I could have probably killed the forest, but here we are. But yeah, we're doing some playtesting today. Me and Bradley, you know, doing the old playtest. I figured I'd try to out my new armies border for the fun of it. But yeah, I played it the other played the game the other day with my mom, and it kind of made me want to play again more. So here we are. Going for the Graveyard Village combo.
Yeah, well.
Boo rad. Yeah. Boo rad. Me and Boo Rad go way back. Yes, sir. Bradley.
Should I Scorched Earth this Forsaken Forest?
Yeah, there's no real reason not to, I would say.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It says its card draw is immediately triggered.
Yeah, it does disable a... Well, it disables your land, basically. Or a land of your choice. I guess that technically could be one of mine. Is that how that works? Disable a land of your choice. That probably should be indicated, honestly. Disabling negative defeated effects should say player, probably. Whoa.
So I'm disabling my graveyard.
Yeah.
Okay. You're really trying. You're kind of hating me tonight with your making up the rules tonight.
Well, I mean, it could have been one of mine. I mean, I don't know if it's better for me to disable something of mine, but I suppose I could have disabled my mountain. Are you going to use your the effect?
It's fine. Just move on from it. It shows a third.
Oh, it does. Yeah. There we go. And I guess that's your turn, huh? Yeah.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Forgot Void Rift is here. Because that means Void Rift is back. Or this is back. This is back.
Oh.
Yeah,
great.
I completely forgot to. And then this, which does this even do anything? Play one card from the discard pile per turn. No, it doesn't do anything until Void Rift is gone. Well, let's see how this goes. We're gonna kind of get stomped here a bit, huh? Can I? Well, you do have Banish from Existence.
Yeah, just calm down. I got it.
Okay.
I'll banish this.
Yeah.
And then I guess I'm disabling my village.
Yeah. He did. Nothing wrong playing the game like Calvin Ball. The only rule, don't play the same card the same way twice. There you go. Trying to see. I guess then I guess this does come in. These do come in disabled though, at the very least. And then you're taking 4 attacks to your village. Yeah. Okay. That's his turn. Back to me. Let's see what I get. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna try to take out this Void Rift this turn, and maybe the Void Hollow if I can help it. I believe. This is actually a comedy or actual. Is that an actual game or a comedy bit? Because it either way, it feels like it'd be fun. I was gonna say that from a comic. Actually, I should go farm. Probably farm wizard. Get some more attacks on the board. The best comic, I would argue. Honestly, I don't think I've really read much Calvin and Hobbes. Honestly. Oof. Okay, unit phase 1. Is my swamp active again? I'm trying to remember what deactivated it. It's probably till the end of my next turn, right? It's able to... No. It's able to land your choice till the end of your next turn. Yeah, it's not until after this turn's over. Okay. Okay. I didn't put one there, one there, one there. All right, we're gonna do this. Trying to think this through. Well, I could kill the Wasteland and the Void Rift. I guess I'll kill the Void Rift first. Let's start... Ooh, wait, can I? I guess this doesn't matter too much. We'll do that. Okay, Wizard's going to attack Void Rift. Killing it. He draws a card.
Are you sure you could do that? Didn't it only have 5?
I had 6. I had 6 units. I moved one from my god. Yeah, originally I had 5 and I moved one. Then I draw a card. Okay, beautiful. And then what do we want dead more? This Forsaken Forest or the Ravager?
I don't know.
Next card. Killing the Ravager, we do get a 2-for-1 special, but I'll kill the... There's a chance you can kill the Ravager, right? So I'll probably try to kill... Oh, wait, hold on.
They have equal power level.
Yeah, my worry is the Void Hollow is gonna is gonna draw from the discard pile. So I don't know if there's really much we can do about that, though. Well, I guess the benefit of killing the Ravager is it also kills an Endling. But, which means it'll be drawn back. The Void Rift's going to be drawn back if we don't kill something, though. Oh, Anonymous. Yo, what's up, dude? Salute. Let's see. Been typing. It hasn't been working. Looks like it is now. Weird. Trying to see if it, like, banned you or, like, blocked you at all. I don't see anything there. No. But yeah, welcome in, Anonymous. How you doing today? And heck yeah, asterisk in French is hard to understand, and I don't know how well it translates. Yeah. Very, very cool. I'm just gonna kill the Ravager. I think it's Oh, Bradley?
Hello?
It just said you got kicked from the game. Is tabletop doing its annoying thing again?
Ah, I know what happened. 1 second.
Now my issue is didn't work on YouTube. Chat was weird. Oh wait, let me see.
Test.
Oh, I do see you saying yo. Why isn't it working? It keeps doing that. I hear you, Bradley.
Tabletop does not like me.
Yeah, the chat thing has been weird on... Okay, now it's working. All right, let's see. Let me... I tried it. Oh, there you go. Now it works. I was about to invite you again, but... Seems that it worked. Very strange.
Is it my turn?
No. I'm gonna kill... We'll gain 2, and we kill... Honestly, if you could kill the Ravager, that'll be great, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a lot of things going for me, but I'll try.
Yeah, I believe in you. All right. That's active, or will be active. That is dead. I mean, it probably will come back, but it's better than the forest coming back for another time. Okay, YouTube chat's working. Sorry about that, Anonymous. Thank you for letting me know. I also read them in another language, so jokes I found funny may not exist in the originals. Yeah, translation errors can be, or not errors, but like translating things can be weird sometimes, for sure. But yeah, it is. That was my turn. Yeah, so for chat here, the Void Hollow, if it draws 1 card per turn, so we keep getting the Forsaken Forest back because we also had a Void Rift, which is also drawing old cards. So not ideal, some might say. Oh, I guess my swamp is active now.
You're going to kill the Void Hollow, not the Ravager, right?
Honestly, either would work. Either. Because if you kill the Ravager, at least then the Ravager will be pulled back instead of the Forsaken Forest. But, I mean, Void Hollow is probably a better option, though. If you can. But up to you. That was my thought, at least. All right. Void Hollow's dead. It draws a minion. And just a extra minion. And you do gain units for attacking with your that guy.
It's true.
It is true, as they say. All right, there we go. Let's draw some cards. Ambush, great. Let's see if this ends up bad. All right, so he draws 3 cards, and if they are monsters, they are revealed. Otherwise, they are discarded. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. Abyssal Horde. Oh. Net neutral on that one. A Void Stalker. And a Blighted Marsh, which does draw 1 Endling on entry, but otherwise is disabled. All right. We're about to take a beating. In fact, we're basically losing our friend line, huh?
I don't think it's practically. I think we might lose this game here.
Maybe, yeah. All right, 1 to your guy, 2 to him, 3 to him, and then I guess you were at 4, right? So the Ravager kills your, well, either of us, arguably. And then the next one, Endling kills my dude. I do get 2 units for things dying, I suppose. Abyssal Horde attacks structure. Either me or you. Up to you. Okay. Well, I guess my my structure also dies, huh? You do get 5 units to move, remember, from your village dying. And yeah, my structure dies. Sag. And then I will take... Well, I guess you take 1 to your graveyard. Oh, I gotta give you permissions again. Sorry. There we go. Well, that was really rough. And then this is going to be active next turn. I guess I draw 2 cards. I do kind of like the Osgathian Warrior, but I do like the Priest for... sorry, Maximus said something. I'll read that in just a minute, but Priest might be worth it just to kill this Abyssal Horde. Oh, shit. Technically, there's another Endling from the Abyssal Horde, which means there's 1 less unit on your graveyard. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to... Necromancy Altar is like almost free for me. But I don't know if I can keep it alive is the scary part. It's kind of sad my farm is dead. Void Hollow costs 8 and draws a minion, whereas Ravager costs 5 and kills a minion along with it, deals 5 damage, so if not, so practically free along with giving double damage. True, yeah. May or may not overthink the game. It is hard not to backseat. No, you're good. Honestly, I have the same problem. Whenever I play with, like I said, I was playing with my mom the other day, and it was like really hard not to backseat. Let's do God, I don't know if this is the move. I'm gonna play 2 heroes instead. Okay. 2 heroes. We go to unit, or I guess they each get a unit. We go to get 5 units here. Go to unit phase. 1, 1, 1, and he doesn't get anything. I'm not super worried about the Blighted Marsh. Oh wait, technically I get 1 more card. Okay, another priest. Interesting.
Is that true?
Yeah, my god.
Got it. I see.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I guess the strategy here then is I kill the Abyssal Horde with my... I guess I didn't need that many units. Okay, I didn't need to put that one there. We'll leave that there. Okay. I kill the Abyssal Horde with my priest, which then doesn't do... He doesn't cause his negative effect. I lose 3. 1, 2, 3. I attack Ravager with my Osgathian Warrior, which kills him. Or wait. Yeah, I'll kill Ravager. Oh, wait. Oh, cringe. I'll say I did this. 3. No, 4. It's full sending it this way so I can just kill all these guys. And then I am going to gain 2 on my turtle, which then goes down to 1. I kill the Void Stalker. Void Stalker dies. We both... Well, you don't have a hero. I gain 1 on my Osgathian Warrior. That is my turn. What the heck? I didn't know you were streaming today. Yo, Toot, what's up? I got confused. I thought you were Maximus again because your icons are virtually the same. He sometimes does weekends, but not regular structure. Can't believe this. I always stream on Fridays. Fridays, they're always late. So it's early morning on Monday, midday on Wednesday, late on Friday is the structure, at least if you're in America. Mileage may vary based on time zone. Yeah, we're doing some playtesting of armies for the giggles of it. All right, this is a Friday for you. I forgot, LMAO. Yeah, it's like past midnight for you, right, Maximus? Cool. All right, so what do you got? You got a Wastelock Fortress and a Merchant of Osgatha. What does this do when it dies? Each player may play 1 card. Interesting. Yeah, it's weird to think that with time zones, someone can be a day ahead of you, you know? It's Saturday for Maximus. Is my... Is my video popping out over my thing here? Let's see. I think it is. What in the heck? 16-hour difference when I hit Japan. That was a bit messed up. Yeah, I bet. Oh wait, no, I'm just being. Oh no, okay.
Should gain 3 on your swamp.
Oh, why? Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, this is looking a little better than last time, but we'll see what he draws. All right, another Abyssal Horde, a Nether Muck, a Chaos Gate, and then 3 Endlings. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Okay. What's Chaos Gate do? At the end of your turn, remove 2 units from all structures controlled by the players. Cannot drop below 1. Okay. Alright, so Endling attacks Merchant for 1. Attacks other for 1. Attacks another one for 1. Then you get hit for 3. So you're just barely alive there. Then Nethermuck attacks one of my heroes.
No, it kills my structure.
Oh, it attacks structure. Shit, yeah. Damn. I forgot you had a structure in play. Okay, and then we each take a hit.
I'm not having fun with the draw order that it's getting right now.
Yeah. I will take my warrior
Yeah, can you
out.
please?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been taking all of the damage. If you could
I
just
do not mind taking him. 100%.
leave me on the hook.
And then this does nothing. Oh, I guess technically there is another. Is there another Endling? Did I draw one for the Abyssal Horde? I don't think I did. I always forget that. I'll lose my other guy. It's fine. I've got another one. And I get 2 units from it. So here we are. Let's see. If you really Mimax, someone could be taking both to someone in yesterday and someone in tomorrow at the same time. That's funny. Damn, push for that sentence. Yeah, I got it. So argue that minions should all attack after every monster, making them both easier to track and making Ravager's gimmick a bit more likely to do something. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look into that. Let me make a note. Okay. As its turn, it is my turn. I feel like we're getting that situation where minions just stack up too much, which is where I think I want minions to start stacking as a mechanic, but we'll see. All right, 1, 2. I do not get a third one this time. This is not great. I guess I go for... I want to go for Necromancy Altar and Priest. Unleash the Bald. Maximus redeems. All right, let's see if I can get this hat off underneath my... There we go. Okay. That is that. Let's do units. 1, 1, 1. Ideally, I try to kill... God, maybe I should have placed a land. Yo, thank you for the gift sub to Maximus. Hell yeah. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate that. I'm sure Maximus will also appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Oh wait, right. I have a swamp. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Definitely want to kill the
Yeah, you want to kill that Abyssal Horde so we don't get killed.
100%. I'm just trying to see if I can... So he'll be getting 2. 2, 3, 4. Can't quite do it. Damn. Okay. Alright, yes. I will kill Abyssal Horde. He dies. And that is that. And then I will attack with my turtle, and I will kill this nether muck, I suppose. Which lets you draw a card. And then, you know what I'm going to do? Ooh, is that smart? I was tempted to do divination, but I don't know if that's worth having to redraw lands next turn. Probably not. There you go. You can do the Radish King again. Turnip King. Jeez. One day I'll get it right. Ain't no way we sent the same thing at the same time. Ain't yes way. True. You guys are pretty cute, you know?
Is it my turn to play cards?
It's your turn. Yeah. Sorry. I guess that does kill a minion, which is at least something.
That is not what I thought I was doing. What am I doing?
Playing cards, in theory.
Ah. That is not, that is what I want. Sorry.
You're good. I just brought back your village.
Yep. Well, I had Village Desert turn 1, and then...
Yeah. That makes sense, yeah. Kind of like how Village Graveyard is kind of a synergy, where if the village dies, you could just bring it back. Yeah, it's actually kind of cool on the turtle. Never thought of that, too. Oh, yeah, I guess Divination lets you place them back in any order, which does help. Trying to see if there's anything I missed here. Yeah, I'm not sure about the whole minion attack order thing. I feel like, I guess it would make sense with them like stacking. I'm trying to decide if it makes it easier or harder though. I guess if they all go last, it makes it easier. Game-wise. Like balance-wise. I also do have a mage's shield, in case we're in a tight spot.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah. When I play all minions go last, it's much easier to calculate, especially if I get like 20 plus minions on the board. I do want to kind of like make it so that situation doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah. Can you actually play your major sealed on my berserker? Please, sire.
I'm trying to think if that's gonna work though. I can play it during attack phase, but disable, it's basically a defensive only ability now. You can't really use it to attack. Choose a card. The card cannot lose units or be destroyed by 1 instance of damage. Disable the shielded card until the end of your next turn. I'm trying to decide if that should be able to be used offensively like we used to use it.
Oh, okay.
I guess the point is we kind of can't, because the problem with it was, well, I guess it's 1 instance of damage. I suppose we could use it, but then your card's disabled next turn is how that works now.
Yeah, that's fine.
You want to do that? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I should reword that. Because it's technically an instance of damage, it's just you dealing it. I have thoughts on divination, but you don't want big sweeping changes. I'm gonna hold my silence forever. That's fair. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a weird one. I thought about the minion problem a lot. The only way to turn it from an action economy problem into a unit problem, which is what you said you want, without affecting balance heavily, is making minions stack after a certain max. That's also what I'm thinking too.
I have a unique take. I think it's a turn 1 problem.
Meaning like,
I think the fact that they get tempo when we don't creates this problem.
that's fair. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I suppose the solution to that potentially could just be the... We did talk about maybe having the enemy draw first, but we'll think about it. I will consider that for sure.
I think that this is the end of my turn.
Okay, cool. We shall draw then. A Blight Might. Wrath, which is different now. The target with the highest, or the monster with the highest attack immediately attacks if they have power equal to, if there are no... Okay, so it just attacks instantly, and it kills either my swamp or my turtle.
I guess probably your turtle.
I don't know, man, because... Do we need the number of attacks?
Oh. By the way, last turn I definitely killed multiple things.
You did. You killed.
So your swamp would have.
My swamp wouldn't be it. So it has 1 plus you killed what, two endlings?
I killed 2 endlings, I think.
Okay, so it's just my turtle then. Good call. All right. Next. Demoralize. Each player removes 5 units from any number of cards in play. They cannot drop below 1. Well, 1, 2, 3. Guess 4. That could be bad. Although that is all the cards it's drawing besides the endlings. So this is hopefully all we have to deal with here. All right. 1 attack to your barbarian. 2 attacks, or second attack is to either, that one's to your guy, that one's to them, that one's to the other. This one is to... I'm an idiot. I'm losing my swamp. Shit. Live with my mistakes. That's there, that's to there, and then I have no
I guess
other
it can
heroes,
be my barbarian.
Either way.
1 second, let me just choose.
If they don't get tempo, then the game will be over super fast. Yeah. The way the game is balanced is the old god starts higher tempo than you, and you slowly overtake the old god and the power and start whittling down the army eventually win. Yeah. I just don't want to be like... the biggest problem I have is just the action economy problem, where it just ends up being like... Right now, this is like pretty balanced, like we're going back and forth, but I don't like it when it's like we have 8,000 units and just can't kill it because there's, you know, too many bad guys. Okay. It is my turn now. I will draw 3 cards as I can. I guess I will play Monk and Turtle. Okay. Unit phase, 1, 1, 1. That's it. Wait, did I game one of my 1, 1, 1? I said 1 3 times. Okay. Okay. Want to do that. Then I have nothing to attack with. Damn. Trying to decide if I want to... Nah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I got this. I'm just gonna do that. Okay, I will kill the Blightmite. Gain 1, 2, lose 1. Blightmite is dead. I'm gonna put the 1 unit on your warrior, or on your merchant, I guess. And then just kill 2 endlings. Turn over. All you. Okay, let's see. If you start at a higher tempo, the game's logic may not work, even if balanced well. As the old god's biggest weakness is that you can target its lands, making it unable to scale well, while the old god almost always targets heroes. Yeah, it's true. It's definitely a little bit different now because there's more things that can attack other stuff, but yeah, it's for sure. Clarence draws. Yo, what's up, dude? I was confused for a moment. I kept reading OG as a gangster, the original gangster. Started with too much tempo, shaking my head. True. How you doing, Clarence? We are doing a bit of AEE gameplay. We're just doing a play test here. So if I'm not as talkative, it's because we're playing. But I appreciate y'all being here. Got a pretty good turnout today. Doing fine. Good. Glad to hear. What are you? I'm doing not too bad. Been feeling slightly burnt out on working on stuff lately, but that's why it's kind of good to do a little bit of a you know, play test. Has anyone been working on anything? Any cool projects going on with y'all? Ooh. Gotta love you a paladin, you know?
Yep. Saved by the paladin right now. One, two, three attacks.
We are hitting an ad in 30 seconds, so not really much I can do about that one, but
Mm. Mm.
Side 2 is objectively uncool, so no. Womp womp. All right, we're heading now. We'll be back in a few minutes. We're just gonna keep playing probably, but
Okay.
yeah. Here we are. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Dope. All right. Let's go. 1, a shade. 2, an abyssal overseer. 3, another shade. All right, okay, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, merchant hit for 1, merchant hit for 2, paladin hit for 3. Shade attacks my guys, so I think at this point this is a prime use for growth. So Shade kills one of my guys, my guy dies.
You can also instantly draw a card.
Oh yeah, thank you. Scorched Earth.
Kind of crazy.
I might use that, but at this point it's already drawn its card. So, so Overseer, when it attacks either your paladin or your merchant, but those 3 guys will attack them afterward. The
that's okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful.
And then Shade attacks this guy and he dies. But, of course, goes back to my hand.
Yeah. I couldn't really save you there, sorry.
It's all good. I mean, I saved myself as much as I could have.
Yeah, I have growth too. I just
Yeah.
wasn't thinking about it.
No worries. Let's see. Thunder says, chickens consume my world at the moment. That's my project, and don't worry, we'll catch up after the ads. Yeah, true. I'm too cheap to pay for online streaming. So that's my curse. Okay. I am too cheap for basically anything, says Maximus. I am so cheap that streams keep recommending me free indie games because I have bought like 4 Steam games total on my own. Not really anything for me. Okay. Yeah, just curious. Figured I'd ask. Sorry, I draw 3 cards still. At least God of Devotion's getting me lots of cards. Ooh, a butcher, huh? I don't think it's worth playing, though. I don't know. My problem is the number of cards I can place is the issue. The priest is great here. Because we got a lot of negative effects. Priest, and then I wonder if I just try to like turbo stack units with a butcher, or if I just like play it.
Yeah, and also you can steal my merchant. I forgot to say that explicitly.
That'd probably be great. Yeah. Let's see how that works. I'll get 1, 2, 3 attacks right now. And then you would get 1, 2, 3 attacks as well. I mean, we're not succeeding this turn anyway, so I think I'm just going to play a butcher. We're about to kill a bunch of stuff, so I think that's worth it. Okay. And then, yeah, I will take your merchant now so that they gain units. Okay. Unit gain, gained. Okay. I will put 1 unit back on your merchant, at least. Actually, I don't need that many units on him. Three, 4, 5. Let's do this. I'm probably just gonna kill a bunch of endlings. I don't think we want to kill the Abyssal Overseer yet, but kind of hard to say. Because he does make it so he attacks all weakest, or all endlings do. So I guess what I'll do is we're gonna... Or I could kill the Abyssal Overseer first instead of the Shades. No, I'm gonna kill the Shades. Okay. Attacking a Shade. No negative death effect because of Priest. Osgathian Merchant will kill an Endling. And then I'll promptly move her back to you. And then my turtle will gain 2, lose 1, kill an Endling, I think. And then that will give me 2, 4, 6 units. And then honestly, should I just play Scorched Earth and just kill this frickin' Blighted Marsh?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say.
Although, I mean, is losing 15 worth a card? This is the question. Worth 2 cards, really.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably okay for now, just leaving it. But especially if it like draws something worse, that's kind of my thought, you know. But playing 2 cards would be, well, yeah. You mean losing 15 worth playing 2 extra cards? Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
yeah,
you could just straight kill it, and it would be. But is, yeah,
we're at a lack of units, so it might just be worth destroying it. Playing an extra card for 15 is a decent trade-off. Yeah, it's kind of like, technically, like, the worth of a card is about 5 units. But playing a card, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. I'm 6-1, half done there. My turn's over. I can do it at the end of your turn. I'm going to debate.
Have you heard of this new Sprite tea?
I have not. Is this some sort of joke? This is
it actually sounds like a setup to a joke, but it's not.
Yo,
Demolish.
Nerd Chomp. What's up, dude? How you doing? Hail and well met. If people haven't seen Nerd Chomp before, he also does devlogs. He's got cool videos. You should definitely check him out. We just did a thing together, sort of. We did the BTB video together. Not too much editing a devlog, but taking a break. I feel that. I've been trying to like work on stuff all day, and I just couldn't. I was having a struggle today. So we're doing some playtesting because actual work is just gonna fry my brain. Yeah, welcome on in. It's good to have you here. Well, then, Nerd, you have a new sub. Yeah, Thunder. Get him. And a new follower. There you go. Get him. Sick him. Show him some love. Yeah, he's got some cool stuff. He's working on one of the I think his new main project is the one of the games from a BTP video as well. So it's pretty cool.
I have to do counting now. I don't like when I have to do the math. I think I might just try to do the play a card.
Honestly, it would be pretty sick. Like, I could play my Osgathian Warrior, which is like another tank.
Yep, I think I'm going to try to get that.
Yeah, I think 2 for 15 is even better not having an embassy. Sorry, I just read that, Maximus. Yeah, that's true. I mean, technically it's, yeah, what? Yeah, because what is an embassy? Embassy is 10 for a card.
Yeah, I just drew it.
Oh,
Move 10. Yeah, I just drew it before. I actually skipped playing it.
Yeah, honestly, we're at a lack of units, really. So
Okay, boom. I do that. We both can play a card.
hell
Just
yeah,
crazy.
I'm here for that. I am gonna just play, yeah, Osgathian Warrior just as another frontline tank because why not?
Yep. Okay, so that went.
And more attacks next turn.
You gain 4. You go down. You go here.
$10 per card versus 7.5 per card. So Embassy is 3/4 more expensive compared to killing a marsh. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Plus, I got my warrior out, which just gives it's like a five unit rebate.
Um, um, um. Here's a question. Should I just
Yeah.
send the cleric into the shade?
Probably wouldn't be the worst thing ever. I mean, honestly, they're gonna die if we don't kill the shade. So yeah,
True.
or someone's gonna die, right? So at this point, may as well. Those 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. I did as much as I could.
Turtle? Or did you attack?
Turtle already attacked.
Okay, sorry. Just checking.
Everybody's attacked.
Cool.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Oh yeah, because one of them you killed the marsh with. That makes sense. Okay. I was like, you have 4 attacks, but killed 3 monsters. But yeah. It all makes sense now. Okay. Bad guy turn. Abyss. Does nothing for now. Stupefy. All players must discard a card from their hand. Easy peasy. Get rid of a desert.
I don't know. I don't feel like send reinforcements helping us this game.
Nah, I was thinking the same. And then last card, a Rift Spawner. And then 2 Endlings this time, because you killed that thing, which feels nice. Okay, how does this work? Abyssal Overseer attacks.
It should just attack my paladin, I think.
Yeah.
And I can tank the 4 with my
4.
paladin.
Yeah. Okay, that's I guess how that works then. And then this guy will attack weakest hero, which
Probably just kill my monk.
Yeah, because this guy's gonna be really nice against the overseer. I
Yep,
would say.
okay.
Although we're basically about to kill everything anyway. I think we're about to.
Yeah, I think it's, but that's the more efficient line anyway. Still,
this is game over, I'm sure. Okay. Sorry, Maxwell said if you count the units on the card, it's like 9 versus 6.5, making Embassy 3/4 more expensive. Yeah. Not 3/4, 3 seconds, 3 whatever. Can't words. Either way, it's more expensive. All right, I draw 3 cards. I don't really think I need cognitive enhancement, although it doesn't let me play a card, so it might just be worth it. All right, let's just start with what I have, though. I'm trying to think if there's any way I can give you more units. Actually, no. I was trying to think if there's a way to like get you more units so I could because I can kill most of these things, but then we need 25 units to win the game, right? So, although I guess I have Butcher. All right, cognitive enhancement. No. 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 Is bridge anything? Not really. Honestly, I kind of almost want to just get him like a trading post or a merchant. I could, oh, hey, a merchant, look at that. Okay, and then I will play, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks. So I will play a hero. Then I guess my planes. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. And then one there, one there, one there, 2 here. And let's see. We're just gonna try to full send it here. There.
Yep.
There. Okay. Does this all make sense? No. Maybe. And let's say that this was here. I think I can do that. I think that's a legal move. Okay, cool. All right. I attack the Abyss with this guy. Abyss is dead. I attack. Well, I just killed my guy, but I don't care. He's dead.
Yeah, I mean,
Kill Rift Spawner. Each player draws a card. I kill this with my priest, and then I attack one endling with my turtle. That's whatever, 6 on here. And then I guess I kill one endling with this guy, and then I send him over to you.
beautiful.
And that is my turn. I love Merchant. It's one of my...
I just drew another merchant.
They're such a good card. I'm so happy with it. Oh, my god is disabled technically. Not that that matters, but...
I don't know if I can get to 25, but we'll see.
I believe. Maybe. Oh wait, no, you definitely. I was gonna say you definitely can.
He just read. He read for the first time.
It's definitely like the ballsy, like all out kind of play. Like like if this were like a story game, it'd be like, at what cost?
Yes. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure that I'm screwing this up, but it's actually I'm not. I'm not.
Nah, you're good. Just discard your entire hand. Sometimes OBS does some like weird stuff where it kind of looks like chat moves, like it like glitches out for a second, and so I look over, I'm like, oh, who said something? And it's just no one. No one said anything. I do want to check something. He did it. He did it, boys. With 45 units. Or you have schizophrenia. Maybe. Maybe, Maximus.
Well,
you never know. Either way, it's OBS.
let's not get...
True. True. Anywho's, that was a game.
Gosh, yeah, that was a long game.
It was yet again a long game. It didn't help I was like talking every like whatever in between, but early game was rough. But we did come back.
Hero of this game was remove 5 on graveyard to put village on turtle.
On turtle, yeah, that's pretty rad. It's a lot of units. Turtle probably does need to be slightly nerfed, but at the same time, like I feel like the monsters are challenging enough that players can be pretty strong.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And honestly, I don't mind players like scaling quickly. We just got the MVP on the enemy team was the frickin' Shard Brute.
Turn 1.
Turn 1 Shard Brute. And then honestly, just the Void Hollow and Abyssal Domain were kind of toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
kind of classic, though.
They had a... Honestly, why is it every time we play we get a Void Rift? I swear.
True.
The like past 3 games we played, like the 2 before we like stopped playing for a month, we got Void Rift.
Oh yeah, dude, Void Rift killed our momentum there for a while.
Oh, it really did. Yeah, it's rough. See, the old guys starting higher tempo creates the feeling of being behind, still getting win. Yeah, it's true. Turtle is technically stronger than Barbarian, but doesn't work with some of the effects that heroes get, so I think it works well enough. Yeah, honestly, if I were to do anything, it would be nerfing it to like just 1 unit instead of 2, but I'm not 100% certain yet. But the thing is, there's not a lot of like I mean, I guess there's like 2 different interaction things, right? Like the Mage's Shields being used offensively. Like I need to just put like, because that was a fun use of that card, but wasn't something that I kind of thought of when I fixed it.
I think we would have lost the game if we didn't play it.
Yeah.
I think if we went back...
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say if we went back to that turn after we played it, I think
Yeah.
that I think it saved 6 units, 8 units.
I think it was 5 if I remember correctly, but maybe it was maybe not. Oh wait, no. I don't know. I remembered it being 5, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it was like 5, 6, or 8, but I think that would have. I think it did that, and then it wiped all of our heroes and most of our structures.
Yeah.
And then had we not played it, it would have wiped all our heroes, all of our structures, and then some of our lands. And I think that would have killed us that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that could have been. Yeah, having those 5 extra units is huge, or whatever number of it. Like, we needed tanks at that point. Choose a card. You cannot lose units or be destroyed for 1 instance of damage. Yeah, I mean, that's used to be how it worked. Maybe I'll have to think about that. Those interactions aren't directly wording mistakes. They're just stuff you haven't thought of. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's just kind of like, I don't know, it's interesting. Yeah, because the biggest reason we had to change this is because, like, technically a card could just be invincible, and then all the enemies would just attack the strongest card, and then nothing would happen. So it's just like, oh my god, damns you, I just lost the game. Any of you playing the game? I don't play the game, so here we are. On a live stream. Anyway. Yeah. I think, yeah, there was that, and then there was, oh yeah, it should probably say what, I guess Shard Brute needed some wording, and then the things where it was like disables a card of your choice. Because it gets interesting, because like, if I were to use Banish from existence, it says you can disable a hero of your choice, but does the hero of a choice have to be one of my heroes, right? Because if I have no heroes, there's no consequence for just playing this. I think it should be just the player playing it. I don't think you should be able to, like, necessarily turn off your allies' heroes, because that just feels weird. I don't really like negatively affecting my ally. I think that's just something that doesn't feel good. I don't mind obviously positively affecting the ally, but I think if you're just like screwing over your friend, that just feels dumb. Like, I guess you could say hero takes damage after instance of attack, and then you could play shield after the attack before they take damage, or it could not do that and make that not happen. Yeah, I'll have to look. I'll have to look at it again. I'll have to dive into it a little bit more. Any thoughts, Bradley? Overall, too long still?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's a good thought. Just fling it all into the void.
I don't know if it's too long.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's too long for sorry. I think it might not be too long because, like, a nice game night where you play a game for an hour and a half is not that bad.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Playing like a bunch of like rounds, it's not going to happen though. Like, it's not like a, you play this game 20 times before, in a night. This is a one or two game max kind of deal. I also think it probably would have gone a lot faster if I wasn't, streaming as well.
True.
I took a lot of 3-minute breaks just talking to people. So
True.
So at least after every round, So well, cool. Yeah. Nerdchomp says he ruined everything. It's all your fault, Nerdchomp. I think you should be able to disable your allies' cards, but I might be biased because I play mostly solo. Yeah, honestly, I'd rather just you can play the card for free and you don't disable your allies' stuff. I think that's like one of those things where it's like, does it really matter? No, but I think negatively affecting your allies is not a game feel I want. Most of that time engaging too, which is arguably the most important statistic. Yeah. No, but yeah, no, it's totally fine. I'm happy to you know, obviously want to talk to you guys while I'm doing this. Chicken distraction, true. But yeah. Yeah, I know you basically said you just want to do one game, right, Bradley?
Yeah, I don't think I can play another.
No,
I
that's
think
totally cool.
I think I'm gonna play Fantasy Life and fall asleep.
That sounds like a good time. I'm probably gonna stream for like another hour and a half, but probably work on some stuff. Cast feline divine feline location. That means I have to find Luna. But yeah, thank you for playing with me, Bradley. I do appreciate
no
it.
problem.
That was good.
Have a good stream.
Well, I was gonna say you as well, but you have a good rest of your night.
All right, thanks, man. Bye.
Bye, dude. Bye. All right, give me a second here, everyone. Let me switch over to not my headphones because I don't really feel like wearing them. And then we will find Luna. Let me get out of this Discord call. Minimize Discord. Turn off my headphones. Off my audio. Oh god, it's weird hearing myself talk again. There we go. Give me a second to fix my music. Sorry, might get a little loud. There we go. Later, guys. Later, refrigerator. Let's go back to normal stuff. Wait, you out of here, Thunder? I guess I owe you a Luna. All right, give me a second. Oh, my hat has been off for hours. I got confused because, whatever. All right, let me go find Luna. Actually, let me make sure this still works. Okay. Look at that. It's working. Pog. All right, give me a sec. BRB. Oh wait, she's literally right behind me. I forgot she was in the room here. There we go. I got 50 minutes for my points on. Honestly, as I was wearing my headphones, I didn't even think about it. 500 points well spent. I know, right? She's so cute. Yeah, I didn't even realize she was just sitting right over there. Okay. I don't think I'm going to work on armies. I think I'm probably going to either pivot to stream stuff or to Black Ridge. I'm not 100% certain. Just because I think that I think I just want to keep testing armies before I do anything else. You know, I feel like I just need to keep playtesting it before I go and make a bunch of changes. It is feeling pretty good though. I'm only noticing like the things where I'm like, oh, is that like an error? It's like certain little, not necessarily spelling mistakes, but like there's not as many like interactions that are like, you know, that's game breaking, right? There's a lot less of that. Just certain things, yeah, because like technically I probably could have used Mage's Shield in a way where, because as written, I probably shouldn't have used it as we did, but I think it's okay that we did use it that way. So, well, like things that are up to interpretation potentially. Yeah, exactly. Like it's more things that like I could interpret one way or another, which ideally I make it so it's not up to interpretation, but at a certain point that might just be the way it is. You know? True that. When I made my dice game, I played lots of times before I worked something different out. And this has many more moving parts, right? Yeah. And honestly, like, we're, I think, approaching the end game on core mechanics. Oh, do you want to get out? I'll let you out. Here you go. If you go out, I close the door. Okay. Classic cats. Like, I don't want to be out, but I want to be in. But I don't want... Just open the door. And I'm like, no. Anyway. Not the interpretation that changed the game balance wildly, more like a small optimization kind of thing. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely not like super hyper broken, like, you know, the only one that is I would say is broken is what is it? Maw of the of whatever. Maw of the Forgotten. This card doesn't make any sense, so that definitely needs to be changed, but it gets really weird. Twitch both said my message failed to send. It wasn't going to let me send it, and because it was accidental or identical to the message I recently sent. Funny. Oh, Twitch, you silly goober. But yeah, I don't know. I'm having fun with it again. I'll probably try to get more playtests in. What about it doesn't work? This monster attacks before card draw. Oh, I guess the thing that doesn't work is it doesn't explain how the card is drawn. And it really has to be placed in the beginning of the order, I guess. So there might be some stuff that we have to like work on with just like turn order kind of thing. I think that's basically the next like big rework is all card placement kind of thing, right? Because why the heck is Endling way over here? So strange. The cards are just like super out of order. Oh, I guess maybe it was here. I don't know. It's weird. It doesn't attack on the turn it is drawn, that is. It doesn't say that, though, right? We came up with that rule, but we never... Yeah, we did. We did have the conversation about that, but it's just not written on there, right? We never actually fixed that. Because that was, like, only 2 games ago that we played on that, so... But yes, that's definitely an option to fix it. I still might want to look at it again. All right, I guess players might be confused. Yeah, so it doesn't actually say that. So it needs to say that on the card. That's basically all there is to it, but which is fine. Just needs another line of text, right? This card comes in disabled, and then the rest of it, right? So, but yeah, I'll have to consider your minion thing. It does like change some stuff, and I'm not entirely certain balance wise if it matters so much, but I don't know. That one will be interesting. I'll have to play around with it. Whether it makes sense if they all attack. And I think honestly them stacking is probably a good idea. Because by the time you get 6 minions, like you're at a point where either you're going to lose or you're going to win, right? Or like whatever number the max stack of minions is, right? Really nerfs the Olga mostly, but also nerfs the cards that get units per kills, but not in a hugely meaningful way. Yeah. Yeah, because it technically means that, like... I'm trying to think that through. I don't know if it is a nerf for the old god, is it? Because, like, say... I don't know. Say a Ravager attacks, doesn't have any weird order changing. Say a Ravager attacks something, right? It'll lose 5 units. I don't know, I guess it doesn't really matter. It almost just doesn't matter that much. And then if they're in a separate, like, stack, right? Like, if they're in the separate side of the board, then Ravager could be next to other cards and make it more scary, I would say. Max minion is 5, and the old god draws 20 minions. You can kill 4 minions with a single attack, so it nerfs the old god's minions. Oh, you're saying the minion stacking, not the minions being in a separate section of the turn order. Yeah, sorry, we were talking about like 2 things concurrently there. Yes, I agree. Yeah. But at that point, like, you'll need that many units to kill the endlings, so I think it'll be fine, you know? You still need 20 units to kill those endlings, right? That's the big thing. Because action economy is harder to come by earlier, but once you get to late game, it doesn't matter, and then you have an excess of units. I think it just balances the game a little bit better. The biggest question is whether I just put it on the endling card, like when there is 6 endlings, you start stacking these endlings, blah, blah, blah. Or does it go in the rules, which arguably I think rules is probably the better option, despite me kind of not wanting to rework the rulebook again, but the rulebook will need to be reworked, so it's just like, meh. It means being on the right side permanently just changes how things go. It won't impact in general. It kind of like it, right? It's not a, the order of operations changes, but not by a whole heck of a lot. So it is kind of interesting. The biggest potential impact will be on overkill, i.e. monsters killing 7 damage on a hero with 2 units, meaning 5 damage wasted, true. But since it's luck based, it will sometimes nerf, sometimes buff. Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. Oh, and the biggest thing about that, ... I'm gonna take a sip of water. It's kind of weird. I've been drinking like juice in this cup. No, it's just like stained yellow. Kind of gross. That's what I get for drinking juice, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. It's all very interesting. I guess we're technically in the wrong category at this point, but it's okay. We probably should be in the game development category. I think I know most of you who are lurking anyway, though, or who are here. So you can switch to whatever. Since with the way you're doing it, minions and monsters can be dispersed on their own attack, or there's a chance that monsters will be put in the worst possible order, but the minions are alone on one side, but then basically you'll never get the worst possible order, technically reducing the type of RNG. Chance monsters will be put in the worst possible order. But if minions are alongside them, then basically never... Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. It does make Abyssal Overseer, like, much more powerful, right? Because this would be, rather than all... Because all minions will always be after the Abyssal Overseer, so everything will attack with the Abyssal Overseer attacks, which is kind of interesting. So it changes that for sure. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think that one through. I'm not sure what I think about it yet. I mean, technically, yeah, it's easier to track, but I'm just not like 100% certain on it yet. We'll see. I'm gonna think about it. I will. Basically, if minions are the way, are done your way, the order is much more chaotic, and you can get really bad orders or really good ones. But if they're on the same side, then the effect of the order gets closer to the median. Yeah, I guess that's true. Been playing on the other side of screen top has been available. It's been just fine. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it changes the balance, arguably, with the exception of Abyssal Overseer. That's the only thing I think it would potentially change. But it really just makes this like more of an interesting card. So, yeah, here we are. Anyway, yeah, I think that all makes sense. I think I think the goal will be to just keep playtesting this game. I don't know. I don't want to just like rush changes again. I think it's fine to just keep playing it for a bit, and then once I've gotten it play tested like a good few more times, I can do like a bigger update and tweak it, which would probably, if we decide to put minions on opposite sides, I might just do that. Obviously you're doing it anyway, but and arguably it doesn't matter too much, but I might consider, I'm gonna think it through, right? Whether I want that or not. Like you said, it's not really much of a downside. The only one I can honestly think of is it makes Ravager technically more powerful because it will be next to other cards, right? So it makes Ravager more powerful and it makes Abyssal Overseer more powerful. Those are the two main drawbacks for that. Minion stacking, I definitely think I want to do because I don't want games to be drone on forever. But I don't know what that magic number is yet. I think it's something like 5 or 6, maybe, you know, 8, but even that's probably a lot. So somewhere around that, 5 max minions, they start stacking. Here we are. But yeah. So that'll be interesting. And then just like generic balance changes, right? Wording changes, like what Bradley was saying. It's if this monster destroys a card, any excess damage will be carried over to the next available card type in the attack order. I mean, I feel like that might make that's kind of makes sense. I don't know. Because it says card type, not card. Right? Arguably, it probably should say something like in this, like your stack, like of cards on top of each other. But that'll just probably need to figure out the clarification on that, right? Ask people what they actually think it means, and then see how that goes. So here we are. Anywho, I don't know what we want to do the rest of the night. So you mean it attacks a hero and then deals damage to the structure if the hero dies, right? Yeah. I've almost worded it right. Yeah, the idea is like it would attack a hero, and if it deals damage, or if it kills the hero, then it deals damage to structure behind it, or potentially land behind it if there's no structure. I've almost worded it right. Yeah. Yeah, it's something like that. We got to go deal with super guys supper. Like super guys. You have a good night. If you're not, when I check back, have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Happy to see the game where it's at. It's looking good. Yeah, dude, I appreciate you stopping by. It should be on for probably another hour, but if we don't see you before then it was great having you here, and I appreciate you being here and all that. So thank you as always. If the monster destroys a card, any excess damage will be carried over to the next card in the attack order, ignoring other cards of the current attacked card type. Have a good supper, Mr. Thunder, and see you later. Goodbye. Farewell, sir. Um, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, I'll copy it. And we'll see. Remove the before other cards of the currently, yeah. Nor other cards, yeah. Nor other cards of the currently attacked card types. Yeah, I mean, that could make sense. We'll workshop it, but yeah, for now, I think it's fine. I mean, I'm going to be there at most of these playthroughs, so I can, you know, ask what people think and then that kind of thing. I think I want to try to get some of my other friends to play too, just to get like a variety of opinions, right? Of like how they think the game is going. So I'll probably ask some of my other friends if they want to play in the coming like next few Fridays, or maybe like I'll even like stream on some off days after work kind of deal, but we'll see. I've been thinking about streaming on the weekend, but I really think I need this weekend to just do nothing, because I definitely feel like I'm a bit burnt out. I like tried to get work done today and I was just failing. If you actually, speaking of things, if you are on the Discord server and you haven't seen my poll, you want to fill that out. I'm trying to like I'm thinking of writing a devlog on story in games and like when it should be used, when it shouldn't be used, that kind of thing, sort of like a video essay kind of deal. I'm just trying to get some opinions. I don't even know if it's a good topic. It's kind of hard to explain. I think I mean the general concept is like, should story be in games? Arguably that's like a very subjective question, but I think it makes potentially for a good title, right? Like, should games have story? We are starting an ad. I'm gonna take a few second break while it's doing that. So I check out this totally watch that. Awesome. I might get what you're trying to say. I can kind of like go over it a bit in a second, but we're about to hit an ad. I'll talk to y'all in 3 minutes. If I can find my Be Right Back screen.
I've been trying to think of a way to create a magic system for my game that lets players craft their own spells. And after years of searching, I finally found a solution from an unlikely place. Mad Libs. Yeah, that's right, Mad Libs. The book that you fill in random words to get silly sentences like, "Ouch," he said stupidly as he jumped into his convertible cat and drove off with his brave wife. Or at least that's what the book has as like a prompt. Anyway, but before I get to explaining how I use this in my game, let's talk about magic and games in general. Because even though I've been trying to find a solution to making spells in games, it's not like it hasn't been done before. I'm making a tabletop role-playing game, so let's look at the king of TTRPGs, Dungeons & Dragons. Yeah, I look at this game a lot. Get over it. But yeah, while I say digging into it, there's really not that much digging to be done. There's about a total of 4 paragraphs in the Dungeon Master Guide, 3 paragraphs of which say, "Look at this chart, you dumb, stupid idiot." And the others say, if you create 2 powerful spells or dumb ones, then you'll break the game. Of course, this is paraphrasing a bit, but, you know, it's hardly a structured system for spells. Which basically means the best way to make a spell in D&D is make up whatever you want the spell to do, and then find an existing one to keep it balanced. Which allows you to figure out what sort of stats, along with spell slots or spell components, if you use those. Okay, so this really isn't going to work for us, so let's take a look at video games. One that always comes to mind for me is Oblivion. The concept for this was pretty simple. There was a list of magical effects the player acquired based on their mastery of each spell. Then there was a category for the way the player would cast a spell, whether it's self, touch, or target. Target meaning spell like pew pew. Furthermore, longer durations or more powerful effects would have a higher gold cost, along with a higher mana cost when you actually, use the spell. So this is a pretty cool idea. However, in classic Bethesda style, it could be completely abused and made the game incredibly broken. For instance, I remember one time making a character with 100% chameleon, which basically made you invisible all the time, and other characters couldn't even see you even when you were attacking them. Or this one I found where someone used a drain effect to somehow become invisible riding a horse, seeing your own lifeless body. I don't know. Now, that isn't to say that in a tabletop RPG, a game master couldn't help balance this sort of system and make it fair, but that just kind of puts us back on the same problem of D&D's spell creation. Now, I know there's probably newer games that have better spell systems that exist. Like, I think Wizard of Legends is supposed to have some cool stuff, but I don't have time to play other people's games. Come on, what are you talking? I'm making my own game. Get out of here. Okay, but seriously, let's get to the point. I was pondering all of this over one day, and then it came to me. Mad Libs. A sentence with a bunch of blanks that you could fill with nouns, verbs, and adjectives to make a complete sentence. Or in my case, a spell with a bunch of blanks that could be filled with different elements, casting sizes, shapes, and durations. So rather than our other two examples, where you would either have someone creating something completely from scratch, or the other being just stacking spells on top of each other to make a new one, this gives you a base spell to fill with blanks, and then you can customize it how you like. For instance, let's say you had something like cast blank element, blank number of feet, and that affects a blank sized blank shape. I can fill that and say cast a fireball 30 feet that affects a 15-foot size.
This video deserves
or maybe something like cast water 10 feet away that affects a 100-foot cube.
Is it terrible to listen to me talk over me talking?
One thing I neglected to mention is my game is card-based.
How bad
spell-based and components would end up being made out of cards rather than, writing it on a notepad, which I suppose makes it a lot more like another game. That's right. Apples to apples, which really just goes to show that everyone's stealing ideas from each other. I mean, apples to
enjoying that video, check me out at Beats Creations on YouTube, and you can watch the rest of it. That was the Mad Lib Magic System one. Yeah, that video I was happy with. It just did not perform well at all. Same with the randomness one. There's a few that just like did, and I was like, why no perform well? Anyway, yeah, I wanted to talk about basically the concept of the story in video games thing, or not video games, just games in general, right? The idea is like I don't know, conceptually just talk about like the reason why it's in games, how it affects games, just kind of like a deep dive on just story in general within games. And then like my main sort of point is like it is in lots of games, but a lot of the time you end up skipping it, and is that, should you even bother putting story into games then, right? If it's there and people skip it and that kind of thing. So that's like the premise of the video, but kind of a trick to just talk about story in games in general and then kind of have a, conclusion on that. But which, obviously the answer is like, should games have story? It's like, depends, right? Is really the main answer. But kind of a deep dive sort of topic. So we'll see. I keep like trying to write a script, and then I feel like it's too like, I don't know if I'm being too like, I don't know what the word is. Like philosophical sounding, even when it's just like, it doesn't matter, it's nothing. I don't know. I've been kind of inspired by, I don't know if y'all have ever watched Daryl Talks Games, I think is his name. Yeah, this guy. Would recommend his videos. They're very good. They're like video essays with video essays about video games and like nerd shit, right? But through the lens of like psychology, which is really interesting. So I've been kind of inspired by that a little bit lately. So we're trying something a little bit different, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Cool. Anyway, that's my point. Now what am I doing? We could either do, I mean, probably really don't have a lot of time for much. We could talk about Blackridge. I have decided I'm going to do more. For anyone who wasn't here last stream, I am going to do like 3 more monsters. 4 more if you count the one I already did. This is the Greedamaro Ghoul. I just want to have more variety. I think it's just more interesting, right? It's a little bit different, which is kind of interesting. The concept I came up with is it gives you an item if you lose the bet. So no matter what, you're gaining an item, but you could fight over it to get more items, but also take corruption. It's kind of like a reverse card. Dang, cool. Well, actually, first of all, it's a lady. Second of all, thank you. This was Bean's idea to do like a skeleton covered in like jewels and like a fur coat and whatever. But yeah, I thought it turned out pretty nice. I can show the full art if you want to see it. Stellar Shift. I'm of the wrong type. What am I doing? What am I doing? Blackridge. Art. Event cards. There's the full art. I think it turned out pretty cool though. Pretty happy with it. So yeah, the goal is to create maybe, I did the math, and if you include incidents and monsters together, or creatures rather, it's about a 1 in 3 chance that you'll draw one of those over, over a shop, which I think is good. Actually, the skeletal structure suggests a male. Honestly, I honestly don't know with a with a skull. It could though. You're very potentially right. I have no idea. The idea from Apple. I also don't know. You're just talking out your ass. But yeah, I want to either add, so I can add either 4 monsters total, or potentially adding like 2 more monsters and an incident. I would have to think of more like mini game kind of crap, but you know, here we are. I don't know. This one I decided to just, you know, do some different stuff. Toot came up with some pretty messed up lore for it, so that's cool. Basically she was super greedy and she robbed a bunch of stuff, and then she got buried alive. Not robbed, but she just didn't care. She bled her kin dry chasing jewels and gold while her babies starved in silence. They put her in the ground, still breathing. Now her greed seeps up like poison in Blackridge's veins. That's it. Better calm down. I got 3.6 channel points and I ain't afraid to use them. Uh-oh. Honestly, maybe we just, speaking of lots of channel points, rather than working on more cards, it might be worth, because I don't think we're gonna have time to like do a full one, and I kind of like to be able to do one. Unleash the Bald. Oh. It has been unleashed. Yeah, I think we might just do like a channel point thing. Just because I think we have time for that, and the other stuff I'm not entirely certain, you know. I really shouldn't be doing this here. I'm just gonna dox myself and it'll be bad. Okay. Out of all these stream improvement things, what do we want? Do we want to do more redeems? We could do like the doodle redeem, or we could do like the AE card redeem. I don't think art commission really makes any sense right now. Or we could do like the tips one. But of course, like again, if you wanted any sort of art critique or tabletop tips, I will answer them regardless. That is more just for new people who don't realize that I will do that for nothing. Although to be fair, having a redeem is kind of nice because it does give me like an excuse to just stop what I'm doing and just do it, you know? Because sometimes it feels weird if someone asks something and I'm working on something that I can just be like, okay, yeah, let me stop and do that for you real quick. It feels a little bit better in that sense. So, or we could do more emotes. I kind of want to do a laugh, but I also want to do, if I do a laugh, I think I want to do it animated. I feel like art critique is technically the most important one, and I think it should be like 100 channel points. Yeah, I have like 250, but yeah, honestly, any of that. Okay, let's do it. Since your goal is to make it more accessible and less being actual redeem. Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things that will go up, right? Like for now, it makes the most sense just, you know, have it low, but I think it will go, it'll go up as popularity grows, right? Yeah, why don't we do that? And it kind of, I don't know if it, I'm trying to decide if we'll double it as an emote, but I want to just draw me as like a little painter, right? I think that'd be cool. Just draw a little paint palette and a brush and a me. Why is this over here? It's also like a more relevant redeem to have than something that costs 20,000 channel points. It does give you a reason to save it, right? It does give you guys a reason to save your channel points for something bigger if you want it. But like doing the doodle kind of thing. But yeah. Hold on a second. I'm holding. I'm already saving, baby. 1,000 points for a commission, or 100,000. Is that really what you're doing? I do owe you a mini drawing though. Regardless, I'll never make you stand again. True. Yeah, this is like the one thing, like I kind of like the redeems for like posture check and stuff like that. So like having something that's super high cost like that is kind of whatever. Can I reward channel points? Is that something I can do? Can I just like give you channel points for like doing a good job? Because that would be cool if I could like give channel points as like a reward, right? I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I know you can do predictions and like potentially like win points from that. I am not focused. Gotta get back to editing. See you later. Dude, I appreciate you hanging out and chilling with us. So thank you for that. And I'll see you around. I should probably change the category. I guess we'll just change it to art for now. Because it is certainly no longer whatever. It feels weird that I have a hat in my thing now, but also it looks right, you know? It's both right and confusing. Like, I wonder if I should just have like half my stuff in whatever now. I got a gifted sub from some streamer you rated earlier. That's funny. That's hilarious. Sometimes you do be getting gifted subs, you know? Time to emote spam. Just kidding. Now I'm subbed with you and Renzerade? Is that, who was that? My voice just like disappeared when I said that. Oh, yeah, them. I remember them. Yeah. They were cool. Yeah, she was cool. You're always here, Maximus. It was only right. It's true, right? Maximus is a trooper. All right, let's I feel like the hat just needs to be in here, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, here's the question: is the hat like? I usually like 90% of the time wear my hat if I'm in videos or whatever. Does the hat should the hat be on my little character, or like from now on, or is that, or should he just be bald, you know? shall not forget this. I don't know, I kind of like it. I'm thinking me with a little paint palette. I think a lot of these little like redeem icons I will turn into emotes, but arguably may disappear eventually if A, we don't use them, and B, if we come up with something better, you know? Why are these in here? Why are these in this folder? Are there additional? Yeah, there's just additional of these for no reason. Okay. Also, I got my spacesuit one now. I think that's pretty fun. My new video. I deleted my hand by accident. Maybe actually the arms are going to be in the opposite orientation, because, well, I guess you would hold, whatever, it doesn't really matter if I'm left or right-handed in the icon, right? Let's just draw a paint palette. Why do I feel like I've drawn a paint palette before? Have I? What are the chances I've drawn a paint palette already? Props. I keep all the little props I draw in here. I've got like all my AE weapons and stuff, and I've got all the little things. That way I can reuse them if I need them. Do not see a paint palette though. You don't even have arms, and you're considering which is your hand is dominant. True. I don't know, you know, sometimes you gotta think about I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with this. This is too small. It's on my hand layer. Sometimes you can't break immersion, you know? You know, everyone knows I'm right-handed, you know? Just kidding. You ever draw a circle 30,000 times? Also, a paint palette makes literally no sense on my character who doesn't have fingers. So, you know. So it's all crazy, really. He just dabs the entire hand into the paint, paints that way. There, fixed your lore. Thank you. Lore fixed. They call him Dalamus the Lore Fixer. I kind of want it just to be, honestly, the hands isn't gonna make sense, but how do you hold? I thought you. I don't have a, like, I'm trying to remember how you hold the paint palette. And all these people, I feel like, are holding it like a psychopath, but maybe I'm wrong. All right, Bob Ross, show me your ways. He's got like a massive paint palette though. He looks like a freaking, like he's holding a freaking Yu-Gi-Oh freaking whatever they're called. I was about to tell you to go to Bob Ross on the way out. Yeah, he's got a massive one though. Like most people have like the small ones. I just thought you held them the opposite way, but maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's an image. It's a tiny little icon. I'm overthinking this. It just looks wrong, you know? His mass palette because he mixes pan shares and shit doesn't use it. Yeah, true. I'm just saying for my purposes, for this emote, whatever, you know? All right, let's draw a paintbrush. My dad said I'm like Bob Ross because I was a happy little accident. Damn, dude. That's wild. Oh my god, twins, I'm also an accident. You guys keep doing this to me. I keep seeing your icons and keep assuming you're the same person. And I'm like, why are you saying me too to yourself? And then I'm like, oh, right, because you're because you both have the same icon. You really are twins. Why is it that like the iconic paintbrush looks like this and it doesn't usually ever look like this? You know what I mean? I like how unimportant yet how it's considered wildly inappropriate to share that you're an ex-fellow. I love saying it. Yes, my dad. The game was weak. That's wild. Use protection, kids. I don't know. That's all I gotta say. Keep that color. What color should the brush be? Like, maybe the same color as the palette-ish? With maybe like a little bit darker at the here. And then maybe a splotch color on the end. I'll be more of a chisel brush kind of guy. Yeah, honestly, I just did this because it's the iconic paintbrush, you know. I think it's I'm not really a I don't know what kind of brush guy I am. I've never seen a paintbrush that looks like that. I'm gonna look up cartoon paintbrush. Are you agreeing with me, or are you saying that you've never seen a fake paintbrush that looks like that? This is very important whether you agree with me or not. I'm agreeing with you. Okay, good. Yeah, they don't look like that, but that is what the comic ones look like, or like whatever, cartoony ones. Okay, I was about to freak out. Just kidding. It's about to go crazy, Maximus. You don't even know. I feel like I just have to do Roy G. Biv, you know? Just not right if I don't. Because even a paint palette, if it doesn't have colors like that on it, you know? Oops. Still not happy with the paint palette though. I've even held a paintbrush made with my own hair made to paint model soldier lips, but I have not seen a cartoon brush in real life. True. At first I was judging you for a second, and then I was like, no, this makes sense. You do miniature painting, Maximus? That's kind of cool. How do we feel about this? He does need a white outline. Stroke. My dad used to, not my face, he did models, you assembled and painted. Oh, okay, like, yeah. Tanks, planes, ships, that sort of stuff, yeah. Yoink. I told you I was gonna forget to put on my hat all the time. I have acquired a new hat. I hate you. I knew this was gonna happen. Cat hair floating in there. I was neither expecting nor was I ready for the yoink. Good. So I roll. Fair up. Like a surprised face. It's good for an art review one. Oh, art. You want to see the Keiki show again? I can redeem if you need. I can't technically. The redeem I think is it a one-time thing? But either way, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna show you anyway. Hold on. I need to make sure it works though. Camera. All right. Hey you. Oh wait, it's not working. Hold on. It's not working. Here, I got a different camera we can do. No wait, hold on. Hold. Ugh. Ugh. Come here. Why are you being weird? Just hanging out over there. Yeah, I don't know why the other thing wasn't working. It like works once and then it stops working. That was my knee. There you go. There's the kit. I'll tell you if I show kidney habits or I will cast explode kidneys and channel points. True. It's true. I got you. I got you covered. I was gonna do it anyway. She said she was so cute. She is a little cutie, isn't she? She's just the darndest thing. Okay, here's the question. Do I do star eyes for this? I feel like star eyes seem appropriate. You know what I mean? Like the... Like... I'm doing it poorly, but Yeah, stars. Haven't I done this already? No. 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 Okay, never mind. I did at one point, but... we're doing it again. I like Diamond Eyes, which is a great song, by the way. I'm on the front line and wearing a be fine. You know what I mean? Shine Down? Anyone? Alright. One looks much better than the other. In which case, I'm just going to restart. Or I'm going to cheat. Wow. That was easy. Do we like that? Should the color be different? I feel like it doesn't look quite right, Han. I'm looking up references. I guess usually they're yellowish. Let's just try a light yellow and see if it looks better. And if that doesn't change anything, then... like the light yellow better? I think that looks a little bit better, maybe. We could potentially try both, but... I feel like it might be excessive. I think that is better, actually. What do we think? Good? I think it's good. I like. Cool. Should probably save this. It is an icon. This is art. Posture check. Posture check. Checked. Also, hat. It's as shrimple as that. You know what I mean? Has it already been 5 minutes? It's been 6 minutes, my dude. It's Wednesday, my dude. It's not. Reminds me that no one has yet to send its shrimple as that in this channel yet. The icon. I'm crashing Twitch. I'm breaking Twitch. It's breaking. Your rewards. You ready for this? Shrimple. Doesn't count, it's not earned, true. Our critique, our review. What do we think? What sounds nicer? I am gonna do it 250. Despite 100 being like, you basically get 200 for like joining in. I feel like, I guess at that point it doesn't matter. 100, and we will do one user per stream, or wait, one use per stream, so you could, everyone can do it once per stream. Chat message being weird today. Is it still being weird on? Yo, didn't fire. Oh wait, no, on. Is it? Are you not showing up on YouTube, or like deletes my message and stuff? Might just be me. That's weird, dude. I don't know. You're getting auto-modded? Maybe. Yeah, Twitch usually doesn't auto-mod, and if it does, it tells me. Yeah, ad blocker can mess with stuff a lot on here. Review. Yeah, review sounds nicer. You said I guess, and I thought you meant Instagram, and I'm like, I don't want to just review someone's Instagram. That feels... Show me a piece of your art on Discord and I'll give you my opinion. Sure, cool. Forgot I need to export. Why do I need to export these in different dimensions, but the emotes I don't? I will never understand. Do one this. No. Was it Control Shift Alt W, which is a wild command. $28, I think, is the first one. Nope, that's not what we wanted to do. Just a really narrow picture. I'm saying all these nice things and Twitch keeps deleting it. That's super annoying. Can we actually do this as an aspect ratio? What is it doing? I think I just messed it up by messing with the canvas size and not the image size. Yeah, 100%. The fact that you have to do this is wild, though. Luckily, I can just go in here and type in a number and then do it, rather than having to like find some other program to do it. But I suppose I could find a program that just does all three of them instantly, which would be nice, but whatever. Keep hitting the wrong button. Well, that reminds me, one day for some reason I couldn't open MS Teams and I was about to be late for English lecture, and I actually used the Control Shift Windows T to open Teams, and it worked and saved my ass from being absent. That's great. That's a good callback, because last time you referenced that was like, I don't even remember when you referenced that. That was like months ago. Oh, you want to escape now? Yeah, but you wanted to be in here. wonder if you could hear her meow. Can you hear her meow? It was pretty cute. It was just meow, a little sad meow. Are you super sad, kitten? All right, come on, get out of here. Come on. Okay, we are almost done here. We got something done though, so that's exciting. Okay, here's the question though. Will you use this as an emote? And should I even bother? It takes like 2 extra seconds, but like I said, we can add it in the meantime. I might just do like that, I guess. For the fun of it. It's okay. Do you even have art for me to review, or did you just want to do it? I would be baffled if you sent me art. I presume you wish to see this in your creations. Yeah, or stream chat, either way, whatever you prefer. Am I about to be very surprised? You didn't even give me a chance to, put the new icon in here. Upload file. Art review, open. Save. I guess we'll throw it as an emote for now, but it probably will get replaced eventually. But then again, you never know with these kind of things where they just like all of a sudden become like big. You're like, oh wow, we use this one a lot. We're gonna call this one WoW Art. Wow, art. Upload. I refuse to give any context why or how this image exists, but is made by me. Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready for this. I'm excited. Okay. Open link. This is Maximus's image. It is of a sock. It's a beautiful sock. What what kind of critique would you want? What are you looking to improve on? I drew it, and a friend made the 3D render. Yes, it's a 3D render. That's wild. I would wear these. I would buy these. I think he's just here to flex his sock. Honestly, I'm pretty sure you're right about that. You see, you have some pixelization here. I might recommend, you know, I'm assuming this was done in MS Paint. So I don't really know how to help you there, but you could do some dithering or something like that, you know? I wish to know what emotions this sock draws from your soul. Joy. Honestly. Just joy. You assume correctly. Good. I do like the use of of the brighter orange with the darker orange on the inside here, and like this weird like fake stitching basketball shape. And the same here, you're using a darker orange on this part and here, and there seems to be a stain here. What's with the sock? I just made an art review redeem, and this is Maximus's what I miss. I shouldn't have given you any context. I should have just not said anything. It would have been funnier. No, this is Maximus's art, apparently. And yeah. So I just made a redeem that you can redeem for an art review. I told that everyone, you can, I'll do it anyway. You don't really need to redeem this, but I wanted it as an option so people could, you know, feel welcome to do it and felt like they were, you know, doing something for it, exchanging something for it. It's more of a thought-provoking than the banana duct tape to a wall. I agree with that, yeah. Damn, just did some art too. There you go. It's a channel point redeem. It's doable. That's a low bar, but thanks anyway, too. It's honestly, I agree. It's actually kind of interesting. You can kind of tell it's like a 3D model. Like it gives that vibe, you know? Say that to the guy who paid huge money to eat the banana, true. How much money for you to eat this digital sock? Do I have $10? $10? Anyone? $10? Anyone? $10. Can I get $10? $10, $10. Can I get $10? No? No one? Frame this and put it on Modern Art Wall Museum. It'll sell for $1 million. I would pay $10 for a nice print. Now I'm saying eat it. You have to eat it. Would you eat the print? I honestly, I would put this on my wall. Yes, eat the print. Okay. Man, I'm... Hold on. Control Shift P. All right. Print. Oh, it printed super small. It's tiny. There it is. It printed like 1 micron big though, unfortunately. I don't know how to clip things on Twitch, but can someone clip this and send it to my friend? Okay. Oh, wait, we're about to hit ads. I don't know how to clip things either. Oh, wait, yeah, I do. Clip that. I don't know how that works, but I clipped something. Just mouse where the video comes up in the bottom right. There you go. That's y'all's job to clip things. It's definitely not staying there forever. I don't want to ruin my paint, but it is funny. Anyway, it also like, no, I actually printed out pretty well. It would be cool actually to have like maybe over there where all the wall is gray to like put like other people's art, like y'all's art. over there. That could be kind of cool. Let's download the YouTube video, edit it out. I don't know how. Wait, how do I? I'm sure I'll figure it out because I did clip it. I can send it to you. There's max time limit on Twitch clips. I just did it, so I should be able to show it to you. I don't know how it clips it or what, but what the clip duration is. But anyway, we need to. Y'all are in an ad, I'm sure. It'd be cool if you put your own art there for your games. Yeah, that actually would be really cool. I've been wanting to print out, like, they have like those frames where it has like 3 like playing cards. I feel like it'd be cool to do that. But yeah. Anyway, sorry. Like giant Pokemon cards you can get. That would be cool. It'd be cool to put actual viewer art on your wall. I 100% would if I get stuff, right? I 100% would. But yeah, anyway, that's the sock. I did add art as a thing. I don't know if we can use it yet. It seems like you can. Can you? Refresh. Loading. Loading. Wow, art. Yeah, I mean, it's arguably not the greatest emote because it's just too small. But it'll be there until we come up with make some better ones. Anyway, we did this one. We're slowly picking away at the list. Anyway, it is time to. You can't beat Luna or Turnip. True. Yeah, I agree. I honestly am a fan of this one too. I like that one. It's fun. But I agree. Unleash the Bald is pretty good too. Although I guess these are like less good emotes than the other ones. The other ones feel like better as emotes, right? Like the old Turnip King was kind of like how this one was, right? Where it's like it was kind of meh as an emote, and then we altered it, and now it looks better. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's raid someone. Let's Shadow Legend someone, you know what I mean? But who is the question? But who do we raid? Who do we raid? If anyone has... Why does this person look familiar? They're not. Never mind. I'm really good at joining at the end. You are. What's up, Zeno? I appreciate you being here. We were kind of just messing around anyway. Although arguably it was some fun messing around, to be fair. I've seen this guy's like Instagram stuff before. He like draws witches. It's like his whole shtick. What else? Who else? What else? That's wild. Not even gonna comment on what I just saw. I don't know. Do we just raid someone we know, or do we try to find new friends? I feel like new friends is always more fun for me, but we could always raid, what's his name? Could always raid PK. It's the same category, because I like art. Art is cool. I'd be tempted to raid this guy, but he's literally not even there, so. What are this? I guess I could like show you what I'm looking at, but some of these are pretty, some of this is pretty wild. Not gonna lie. Y'all, I'm terrible at this. I think I just need to get better at just randomly picking someone. I wish there was a random button. I could just click it and just randomly raid someone. That would be cool. What are this? I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know. We're gonna raid this person. I think their art looks cute. I know nothing else besides that. Anyway, it's kind of like Adventure Timey sort of look. But they also have like others? Whatever. Anyway. Especially if you give a couple of parameters around like X views at least one of the carries. Yeah, I clicked. There's like some search options where I just clicked similar sized viewer and same category. So they have like similar size people. I don't know what they're doing. Some sort of something passports. I have no idea what it is, but it's just kind of cute art. So anyway, farewell everyone. I will see you all later. And I appreciate you hanging out with me. Toot, thank you for the tier 1 sub to Maximus, and Squishica, thank you for the Prime resub. I appreciate you guys immensely. And Maximus, thank you for your beautiful art. I will farewell, beaters. Interesting. It's weird to say out loud. Anyway, I will see you all on Monday, and we'll probably do more Blackridge art, I think, and just get that the next few cards done, and then we should be completely done with Blackridge besides the rule book. But anyway, away we go. Let's talk to this random person. Let's go. YOLO, right? Bye.